What's up, guys? This is Zoo, and I'm here today with a BG video as, a demo warlock as always. It's been a while since my last video. It's been about 2 weeks. Like I said in my last video, that my upload schedule is gonna be pretty sporadic. I'm pretty much gonna make a video whenever I can. Finals are now finally over for me. I actually did pretty well in all my classes, so I'm proud about that. But I am taking a full load during the summer, so even though finals ended last Friday, my first summer class started this past Monday, and I think it's Thursday right now. So yeah, and I got classes all the way until the next semester starts. So since they're summer classes, they go pretty fast, and so I'll upload videos when I have time. But over this summer, I'll try to get some PvP videos. I may also start doing different types of videos, seeing as we haven't been doing a lot of arenas lately. Again, for a couple different reasons. Kairosu, y'all know him. He's our warrior buddy that runs threes with us. His computer actually crapped out on him. He's having some computer troubles, so, of course, if his computer doesn't work, he hasn't been on. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have a computer. Probably go insane. But yeah, so because of that, we're not able to do a lot of 3v3s. Akosho, the Paladin, he hasn't been on much because he mainly gets on simply to do threes, because he likes, PvP and all that, just like we do. But he normally only logs on for that. Sometimes he'll log on to, level a character with his girlfriend, fiance. But he's been doing that. And really, I haven't been on either in the past couple weeks. Like I said, been studying for finals and, trying to get this work done for the summer class, which actually isn't that hard so far, but I guess we'll see what happens. But here lately, I've been on Dark Souls 2, just came out a few weeks ago, and if you haven't picked that up, it's an amazing game. I definitely recommend getting it for PC if you have a gaming PC. I'm a full-out PC gamer. And the reason I recommend PC is because PC runs is locked at 60 frames per second, and that's a great thing. I don't know what the consoles run at. I would think it's 30 if you get it on PlayStation, or I don't know if it's out on Xbox. But the reason that makes such a big deal, I know some people are like 30, 60, you can't really tell the difference. In Dark Souls 2, if you do PvP, which of course I'm getting ready for PvP because I like PvP. In any game I play, that's what I like to do. You can parry and whatnot, and it's a lot easier to time your parries and your dodges against your opponent when the game is running at a smoother frame rate. So the 60 frames per second definitely helps out. I know I've done a couple duels, and I've never noticed a difference unless there's lag. Like, I've never noticed a parry delay unless, I'm lagging or whatnot. But, I talked to a couple people who play on the console, and they're always like, yeah, man, it's kind of, laggy right now. I hope they patch that. But then I think it was E&B, Epic Name Bro, on one of his videos mentioned that the PC version runs at a higher frame rate, so you don't get that kind of built-in lag that you get with the console versions. Not knocking consoles or anything. If you get down with consoles, do what you do. They got a lot of good games. I'm just, I'm a PC guy for the past 2-3 years, and I love it. But anyway, I was also thinking about maybe once I get my character on Dark Souls to the build I want, start doing Dark Souls PvP videos. Unfortunately, in Dark Souls, it's only, one-on-one, maybe 2v2 PvP if you got, a buddy in there. So I may end up trying to do some PvP with my buddy Akosho. Maybe we can, invade somebody and, kill them up, do big. And see what happens there. But those will mainly be solo videos. I guess, if any of y'all want to see, Dark Souls, let me know, leave a comment, message me on Facebook or something like that. If you don't want to see Dark Souls, let me know about that too. But, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I've logged way more hours than need be on that game since it's only been out a couple weeks. And it's really fun. Aside from the Dark Souls stuff, let's get back to WoW. That's cool. There's another demo lock in here with me. We're about to do this big. Some demo lock news. Normally with the demo lock, I run a full mastery build. So my burst will be, pretty good. But if you've noticed, I don't know how much people pay attention to my style of gameplay when I'm playing my Warlock, but if you've noticed, I don't think I've bursted. I think I've only bursted once at this point, if at all. And the reason for that is I'm actually using a different setup. I'm using a haste build now for this. And pretty much what the haste build allows you to do is you generate demonic fury like a beast. You do a lot more overall damage. Because of the extra haste. Once you reach your breakpoints, you get an extra dot tick on Corruption, on Doom, and on Hand of Gul'dan. So you do a lot more overall damage, and I think this will definitely improve our performance in threes, because one of the problems we had is after my burst, I can drop somebody within the burst, but after that, my damage is not a lot. So hopefully this will even things out. The downside to this is not Touch of Chaos. Chaos Wave is a lot less effective. It's not going to hit quite as hard. It's still a pretty hard-hitting spell if it, crits and whatnot, but it's not going to hit as hard. So you definitely want to avoid using that when you burst, which I did anyway. My burst always consisted of 2 Hands of Gul'dan, and then, go into Demon Form, spam Touch of Chaos, which the haste will actually work better for me because now I'll get an extra tick on that dot and do more damage. So, and since I have more haste, the global cooldown is lower, and because it's lower, I can get more Touch of Chaoses out. So that kind of evens out. I lose, the overall damage from the mastery, the increased demon damage, but I get to throw more Touch of Chaoses, which I think evens things out. You don't really lose much to gain a lot more overall damage. So I like that. And the reason for the haste switch is Morpheus. He just released a video that I saw earlier, and he recommended everyone still playing Demo go try a haste build. And I was like, well, that's kind of the guy who showed me how to Demo, back in the day. And he's like a 2100 something, and him and Sorcery both do that. Sorcery is also a really high rated Demo Warlock, and they're both saying, try this if you don't already, try the haste build for Demo and see how you like it. So I definitely took their advice, and I gotta say I like it. I gotta play a little different, but I'm not as reliant on my burst. And if you see all those imps from your Doom, you can get a shitload of imps out, and then burst with extra imps. So that can actually increase your burst, and the imps cast faster, so it's more kind of in your face kind of damage. Now, just because I went haste, that doesn't mean the other ones are unviable, are not viable. The thing about Demo is it's not like other classes, like say a warrior or I don't know anything about warriors. I'm gonna switch to warlocks. Like say Affliction Warlocks. There's one way you play an Affliction Warlock. It's you stack haste. That's what any other way will not be quite as effective. If there is another way, let me know. And that's, I know it seems like I knock on Affliction Warlocks a lot, but they're face roll, dog. But Anyway, there's one way to play it, so you play that one way and you're good. As to where Demo is a bit more complicated, where there's really 3 ways you can play it, all 3 viable, and they're all good. You take your pick depending on your play style. Like I used to choose the Mastery, which Mastery is definitely viable. I know a few guys who run a full crit build, which is also, crazy viable. They go all ham burst and rely on their chaos waves to hit big. That's viable. And then this haste, I haven't tried it in 3s yet. This is my first BG with it, testing it out, and I'm wrecking it so far. I don't even have to burst, and I can drop somebody. There's some point in here where I managed to kill 2 healers and take back a base. Me and one other guy, we do that. And Demo lock homie again in there. You don't see a lot of those. Normally I'm the only one. He doesn't have green fire though. I don't know if that's by choice or if he just hasn't done it yet. But I definitely recommend green fire. Anybody who has a warlock, even if you're affliction and you never use the fire, get green fire, man. It's cool. It's hard, but it is definitely cool. I made an Alliance Warlock with my boost when I bought the expansion, and so yeah, I made a Warlock with my boost because I don't know what else to play. I have everything else at 80 something plus, so it feels like a waste to use a one-time 90 boost on something that's already level 80 something. And Warlock's my favorite class, always has been. So I thought, good idea, let's make a Warlock, but on the Alliance side, so I can kind of play both sides. And that Warlock, I feel, is lame as shit just because it doesn't have green fire. And I'm trying to get it, but it's taken way longer to farm for the book on my other Warlock. On this character, when I was farming for the book, I killed 2 rares and got it. The other Warlock, I was farming for 2 days and never saw it drop at all. And that kind of discouraged me, I guess. I'm like, man, why am I worrying about this scrub when my other Warlock's already good? So I didn't do any of that. Back on the haste thing, since I run haste now, my gear is actually interchangeable if I ever decided, God forbid, to go affliction, or does Destro use haste? I don't know. I think I know even less about Destro than affliction, which is bad. But yeah, my gear's a bit more interchangeable because there's a couple times where I wanted to try out, maybe try affliction, see what all the hype is. But I don't know, I feel like I'd be selling out. But anyway, my whole reasoning before was I can't because all my gear is, crit gear. Or not crit gear, but mastering crit gear, and that doesn't work for thing. I'm not trying to get all that gear all over again, but now I have it, or now I have all the haste gear, so now, I guess I could try it. Kairosu, Kosho, anybody who's listening who has been like, hey, you should try affliction, I'm probably still not going to try it. Just a heads up. Nah, that's not me. It's not my style. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I had on my notes and things like that. It looks like I'm having a pretty boring time there at what is the Alliance one called? Stables. This poor guy here is gonna try to run in and take 6 of us. That's not wise. But for whatever reason, we're not doing any damage. I guess that shield is fierce. I went demon form to apply doom. And yeah, see, that's something I used to not do much before, apply doom beforehand. I used to wait until in my burst to apply doom. That guy never stood a chance. He just got melted. There's 10 of us there. Not literally 10, but there's a lot of us there. I don't know why he just tried to run in and stop he was about to win that. And then Troll Rogue just has to die because he's just trolling. He Cloak of Shadows, that's going to do anything. But, yeah, on a second thought, I was listening to ESPN in the background. I don't know if any of y'all watch basketball, but I'm a huge Spurs fan, and Spurs are now in the semifinals, or the whatever conference finals. We got to win the next series, and then we're in the championship again. The last Portland game was last night, and we won pretty decisively. Kawhi Leonard and they're fucking doing it. If you saw, I don't know if you took a look at my score there, but I'm doing all right, doing pretty good compared to everybody else, and which is good. I think I show my overall damage in the end. I think I finished second, and I'm behind by not too much, which is crazy. I think because I've been denied a few RBG groups in the past because they're like, Demo doesn't do any damage, and I'm like, sucker, let me get in there. See, look at that, that's one healer down. This is the part I was talking about, I think. Okay, now I got help. Now I got a warrior helping me, so I guess this one doesn't really count, but he dies all the same. Oh, and there's a hunter. Okay, well, shit, there's like 3 of us against like 5 of them, and now there's like 5 of us against this one mage, so he's fucked. He should like invisibility and get away, but he's not, because he just dies. There's that big gorilla thing. You're not going to win with that big gorilla thing on you. Elementals and all that crazy shit. But I think this BG is about to wrap up. I think I just run over. I don't even think I managed to get into another fight. There it is. Yeah, see, I am second overall in the BG. Second in damage and all that. So fuck everyone who says Demo don't do damage. But thanks for listening to my rambling, guys. Like and subscribe, and I'm out.